Welcome back. There is a new play premiering that is fostering new creative voices in the Western New York area. I'm joined now by the cast and director with more information on what you can expect from Bite Me, which is the brand new production. Share more a little bit about, you're the director, so share more about this new production.
Yeah, Bite Me is a new contemporary play. It's only been produced by a couple theater companies across the country. It follows the story of two high schoolers at two different stages of their life, when they're 16 and then 10 years later at their 10-year reunion. And I guess the cool thing about this show is that it all takes place in the storage closet of the high school, so we only see the moments that they share in this one room.
Wonderful. And Maria, talk about your production company. You're the director of that production company, and sort of how this all, like how excited you are for these different productions.
Sure. I am the director of just this show. My best friend Nicolette is actually the artistic director of Bellissima, but I started the company with her about 8 years ago, and she's been really focused on honoring creative voices, new artists, and being a consent-forward company here in Buffalo.
Wonderful. And where do you perform when you have these productions?
Yeah, so the company has different locations depending on the production. For our production of Bite Me, we are actually located in School 77 in the community room. So it is a little bit of an immersive experience because we're trying to get the audience to sit inside of the closet with the characters.
I love that. Janae and Jeremy, you are both in the play, so congrats on that. Let's hear more about your characters that you play, sort of how it's been getting into their sort of spirit and being a part of that play.
So Melody, she is a introverted, more selfless, humorous, analytical teen. She is a very straightforward person, but she's also very shy, and kind of reliving that as my age now it was very uncomfortable at first, but it's just also like, wow, I really went through this mentally and physically, you know, at 16, trying to understand who I was and seeing how I measured up of who I am now. So I kind of see myself a lot in Melody, especially when I was 16 and now that I'm older. It's really like a page turner for me, like, oh, okay, that chapter's over. Now I get to reread it, but I don't need to live that again. But it was very fun to do so. So I'm really excited for people to see the show.
And I love that too, because a lot of people go through that awkward stage in life, right? And they still probably have that. I know I do sometimes. So, but to actually get in character and realize who you were in that character is so great. Let's hear more, Jeremy, about your character too.
Yeah, I'm playing Nathan. Nathan grew up very privileged, but he throws that all away because of his rebellious nature, which he got because of the neglect and violence that he experiences at home from his parents, and the neglect that he feels from all authority figures. And he internalizes that, and he thinks that he's the problem. And he feels broken and damaged, and he thinks he has to fit into that mold. And all he really wants is to be seen, despite all that. And Melody's character, for a brief moment in time in the storage closet, gives him that space to be seen. And working with Janae is amazing. She's a great actor, and it's this production overall I'm really proud of, and I hope that people come see the amazing work that we put in, and there's just a lot of passion that has gone into this, so I'm very excited to open it.
And you have other characters too, not just these two as well. So let's hear more about the other characters.
It's actually just these two.
Okay,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
So there you go.
It's a really interesting and powerful piece where we're only following two characters across this arc. So the other characters being the boxes in our storage closet.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. And you're hitting on some hard, tough topics for an audience to view, but it's all things that maybe they can relate to in their own world. What does that mean for you as the director?
For sure. I think a part of this is we want to separate ourselves from our teenage self. I know I hit my 30s this year, and I don't like to think about my high school years, but working on this piece, especially working with Jeremy and Janae, we've really been able to dive into how impactful those years are. We've all gone through those really tense and awkward times, but it has informed who we are now.
Yeah, and how can people come out and watch this play, this production, and where is it, when does it start, all of the details?
Yeah, so our performance location is 429 Plymouth Avenue. It's on the west side of Buffalo. We actually open tomorrow night. And we are performing through this weekend into next weekend. Tickets are available online. Just look up Bellissima Productions on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web.
And how much seating do you have? Because I know that it's a little bit of a tighter space, so do you recommend that people watching get their tickets because it might be a little tight?
Absolutely. It is very limited seating, so it's 50 seats for every production. So each night, please make sure you get your tickets early and get there. We're only here for 2 weekends.
All right, well, good luck, and it sounds
you.
like an amazing production. I hope a lot of success comes your way for this. You can view showtimes and get tickets for Bite Me by visiting BellissimaProductions.com/tickets. Thank you again.
Thank you.